Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
And welcome back, everybody. We've talked before about many different things that can help you heal, especially heal from past traumas. And some of that is energy healing. There's metaphysics, functional medicine doctor that can help you too. But so can sounds help you heal. And when I first heard this concept, I was like, how is that even possible? Like somebody hits a sound bowl and that's going to do something and it's going to make you feel better. But then I started thinking a little bit deeper, like I always do. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. When you put on music, aren't you putting music on for a certain reason? So you want to feel better. You want to feel happy. You want to reminisce. You want to make connection to your childhood. That's sound healing too. It's just a different type. We're going to talk about that and so much more and how this all works. And she is somebody that so many different things that she does to people, help people heal. And it's all about energy. She is a psychic. She's a energy healer. Are you a Reiki practitioner?
I am not.
You're not.
I'm not
Okay, I was trying to
certified through
remember.
Reiki.
Gotcha. But it's all about energy. Alicia B,
Yes.
our professional viewer, is back with us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very well. Very well.
Good.
I remember this was 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. And I went to what's called a cacao ceremony. Friend of mine just signed me up. I was like, I'll show up. And they use cacao, chocolate, pure from a tropical rainforest. And they just mix it up, a little agave. You drink it. It's supposed to give you some, your euphoric properties, not like you're high or anything, but just kind of elevate your spirits. And then there's a meditation. The reason I bring this up is before they did the entire ceremony, somebody struck a sound bowl. I've never heard one before. I've never been in the presence of one. When they hit it, it was like boom. It was like a hurricane hit me in the face. And I, right at that moment, was like, oh, that's what that's all about. Now, I don't know what frequency that bowl was, but I felt it and I felt it go through me. And that was my wake up to what is possible when we use sound to heal. What is going on when you hit a sound bowl or any type of instrument to heal? What's actually going on there?
So it actually has to do with its vibration and its frequency and how our body reacts to that. I've learned some great things about sound healing. One, we're all aware of different brain waves we have in our sleep cycle, right? The delta waves, the theta. Those are all part of how we do it. Those brain waves that I just discussed work with binaural beats, and that's kind of like that sound you hear, dong, but it's like a back and forth in the ear. It's better if you wear headphones. And what it does is it helps kind of train your brain and put you into a meditative state. So you're more receptive to the energy healing or energy work that's being done. You're more receptive to connecting with spirit and getting your own guidance and intuition. And those brain waves and the sound of binaural beats help you achieve that in a much faster capacity than if you did it without the sound. There are other frequencies we know as solfeggio. Solfeggio frequencies are very old, and these are the ones that most people know, like the 432 hertz. That would be your spiritual awakening. It's linked to your crown chakra, and that is typically when we link them there, it has to do with the resonance that those chakras have and the resonance of the music that come in. And again, it's kind of like that binaural beats where your brain makes it a different wavelength. Your body takes in that vibration and adjusts it to what you need when you're hearing the sound and feeling the vibrations.
Wow. For clarity for everyone, we talk about energy. What is energy? Energy is a vibration. We're all vibrating, everything,
Yes.
right down to the pen I'm holding. It's got a different vibration than I do. You have a different vibration than I do as well. It's all different vibrations. What is sound? It's a vibration. When we talk, we're creating a vibration that the little hairs in your ear, to be very basic, pick up on and then put it into your brain and you process that. Everything is vibration. So it would seem reasonable that this all works and vibrations, well, the sound is measured in hertz. So when we talk about that, what are the different frequencies to get different results out of? Like you meant, what's it, 438?
That was 432.
432. Okay.
432. So that's your, like I said, spiritual development, your connection to spirit. One of my favorite ones to use and to suggest to people is 174. That's for pain. If you're in pain, if you have the ability, say you have a tuning fork at 174, if you can strike it and put it on that spot, it's more potent. But if you don't have that ability, there are music selections, MP3, MP4s out there that have 174 hertz. That's what they resonate at, and that's what they put out. And when you listen to that, you are telling your body and your cells to basically calm down. Just kind of bring it down a bit. We're not as pained or in as much trauma or problems as my body is perceiving. So I'm going to tell it to go ahead and come back down on that pain level. And that's 174 hertz. Another one, just trying to think real quick.
Isn't there the feeling 528? Maybe that's it. That's
I was
is
just
that love?
the miracle tone. Okay, yep, love the miracle tone. It's that peace, serene tone, or hertz vibration frequency. We kind of use them interchangeably. I apologize for that. But it brings one, it makes you feel calm. It puts you in a positive position, I guess is a good way to put it. And when you do that, you bring blessings and you bring good things to your life. That's that attraction we talked about, the energy you put out, you receive back. And so that 528 can help you reframe and go into that positive energy field and get you out of a negative one.
And just
Um,
by we could look on YouTube, we can look on Spotify. Side note, we would play these for you right now, but we're on a Zoom. So if you're listening to the audio version, that's how we're connected right now. Zoom filters music and just
yes.
focuses on the voice. We wouldn't do it justice if we played it for you. But you can search. You can, yeah, all of this. It's easy to be found. But I find what's fascinating is many have produced these sounds,
Hmm.
call it 528 hertz, whatever one, and they put it to music. So it's not like you're just listening to this god awful like it's meshed in or mashed with a sort of like a mashup with some other music and some beats.
Yes.
So you're getting what you need, but you can process it at the same time where you're not like, I can't listen to this. You can. I find when I put it on, it's like, oh, that's kind of weird and interesting. After a while, I don't even know it's on. And I just put it in the background while I'm working. Um, and it can do, it has the same benefit as long as you're hearing something, correct?
Correct. It does. Just to see if you know, do you know what hertz or what range of music you listen to in the background while you work?
Do I know the range of
Mhm.
frequency, you mean?
Or is it just like the white noise background?
No, I'll intentionally pull up some beats and I'll find if I've done 528. That seems to be my favorite, because who doesn't want love? So that's the
Right?
one I listen to. But I got the 174, I think you said, for pain.
Hmm.
I didn't know it went that low, to be honest, in terms of, and here's what's interesting. I don't
It
mean to
goes
cut you.
lower.
Okay, so all right, now I'm trying to put this all together, Ms. B. All right, now, all right, deeper question. This is what happens when Steve starts thinking. So it's been said that you always want to attain the highest possible frequency, vibration, right?
Hmm.
Why is love 528 hertz? Because it's a higher frequency than the pain one, which is 174. Okay.
Yes.
Here's the question. If you're in pain, whatever pain you're experiencing, and you said 174 hertz addresses that, why would I want to listen to that? Wouldn't I want to listen to a higher one to kind of bring me up?
I see what you're saying. So it has to do with how your body responds to that vibration. And it's a historical, I guess, fact, as far as we can follow history and what it is, that
Mhm.
174 hertz, when your body hears that or feels that vibration, it begins to dull pain sensors. It begins to dull the nervous system and kind of shut it down for you. And
Okay.
so each hertz has a specific reaction within the human physiology. And that's why they apply them to certain areas of how they help. Through research, they found they help more in one area or the other. And then, we use them as practitioners in specific areas depending on what results the clients are looking for.
So this almost it sounds a lot like energy healing, like even Reiki. And it's my understanding when somebody Reikis uses their hands and they don't even have to touch it, it can be virtual,
Hmm.
that they're sending energy to you and your
Yes.
body gets it, puts it where it needs to go. So what we're doing here at the 174 hertz, your body's in pain and we're addressing the pain. We're addressing the
Yes.
pain. Um, does that also apply to, let's say you had a breakup, you're feeling some
Mhm.
pain. Would that still be in that, or are we talking just physical pain?
That would be for physical pain.
Gotcha.
Yeah, definitely. There are ones that help with that. 417, excuse me, 417 hertz is great for your past traumas. So in a past relationship, if that was traumatic or you're still in that heartbreak range, 417 hertz can help take away the negative emotions. It kind of goes in and snuffs them out, like dissolves the negativity, the negative emotions. And so it'll help you work through the steps that you need to work through to get over and to move forward in life.
How long do you have to listen to the sound for it to be beneficial? Whether you're doing a sound healing session, and by the way, just
Mhm.
need to, I want people to be clear. You can do these frequencies using sound bowls and other instruments with
Yes.
somebody. Yeah.
Yes, most definitely. You can do sound bowls. There's metal and crystal bowls. You can do tuning forks. There's chimes that are used, um, pyramids. There's many different sound tools that are used, and they go through a rigorous testing in order to make sure they hit a certain frequency or certain hertz or in a range. But we use those as well as for me personally, I use headphones and music for people. Excuse me, that allows them to one, not focus on me and not on themselves. And this is the same for you if you were to use it like personally, you find a hertz that addresses whatever you need it to. When you put the headphones on and when you do that, you take away the world around you and
Mm.
you allow yourself to just sit in that frequency and that sound, and you allow it to penetrate deeply instead of distracting yourself while listening to it, if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. And I'm just going to say here, I don't sell anything, but I bought myself a pair of noise canceling headphones. I want to say 2018. I still use them. It's wonderful. I could be on a plane. It blocks everything out. And Sony, uh, I don't go for the beats. I think it's just an all marketing ploy. They work
Hmm.
fantastic. Yes, it was 299 bucks, the best I've ever spent. And I take those headphones. I'll walk out into the gym. I use them. I get in my car. I take them off, and I throw them in the back seat. Literally throw them, and they're still working fine. It's a great investment for all of this. Just to block out the world. It's amazing how it works. Yeah, and
Yes.
you can do earbuds too. They
Oh,
do the
100,
same thing.
whichever one's comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. I like headphones.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need to focus on the task at hand. The sounds.
Yes.
Very important.
And that's just like you were saying, you wear them to the gym. I'm sure the music you listen to the gym has a high tempo, it's upbeat, it's kind of, go, 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 and
Hmm.
it's motivational. That's that frequency and vibration we're talking about. I'm just bringing out specific ones that are beneficial. So it does the same. We use music in the same fashion that I use it for energy healing in our day-to-day lives. When we're happy, we want to find a happy tune that we can sing along with. When we're sad, we find something that resonates with that emotion we're in. Oh, this is a breakup song. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a breakup. I feel this connects to me. Um, and then when we're working out, like when I used to go to the gym, I wanted that hard beat, fast tempo that just kept me motivated. It kept my adrenaline going and kept me pumped. And that's the same application in daily use that we use it for energy healing sessions.
Interesting. I find yes, I'll listen to that type of music, but it could be random. Like there's been times I've listened to this song. It's only 2 minutes and 33 seconds over and over again. Tom Petty, I won't back down. I don't know if you know that song, but the lyrics are, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. And I could be in the middle of doing something at the gym and plays again, plays again. And it's obviously the lyrics, but also about the
Yep.
music. And that makes me wonder. Here we go. I'm thinking again. I wonder if artists intentionally have certain sounds and frequencies to connect with our soul.
I would like to think that they do. And I would
Mm.
like to think there are some that their music aggravates our soul, so to speak. Like it gives us,
Shakes it up. Yeah.
yeah. And, majority of artists, I don't know artists personally, and majority of them have in-depth music theory training. I wouldn't put it past that they know about these frequencies, they know about vibrations, and they're using them to affect the audience because that's the smartest thing, and that's what music does. That's what it's for.
Mm. And then there are skeptics out there will say, "Oh, they're trying to brainwash. They're putting certain, sounds in there." Back in the day, decades ago, people would say with records, "If you play it backwards, there's demonic messages in there," and
I
all that
remember those days.
yeah, like crazy stuff. But it'd be interesting if it's a song related to love that there's 528 hertz infused with the song. I got to believe it's been done, and
Hmm.
I wonder if it's in certain songs that are hugely popular. And we wonder, like, why do I like that song? There's something there that's connecting with us.
Yes. Now I need to go research what frequencies are used in
Uh,
popular songs.
you know what? We might be onto something here.
Yeah.
And you know what? Good for them because they're making a connection. And
Yes.
that's what music does through lyrics and also the sound and the texture and everything. Um,
Agree.
when you do a session with someone, how do you know what to play?
So I actually have like a library of different sounds, different hertz, different reasons to use them. Um, and when a client comes in or when I speak to a client on a consultation call, I kind of get an idea of what they're looking for. Whether it's I'm in pain and I need help, I have a career, a relationship problem I'm trying to move through energetically, or they're just here for chakra alignment or just to see how it goes.
Hmm.
All of those dictate the type of music I use. If you're here to do your chakras, I have specific sounds for doing the positive for all of chakras, like 582, or sorry, 852, not 582. 852 is a great one for that.
Well, I'm sorry. What's
The
that? What's that one for? Because that's a high one.
852, it's for balancing all of your chakras, so all of your energy centers. It also is a spiritual awakening, so connecting with intuition. And it can also remove the negative emotions. Again, that's the primary thing I do as an energy healer, is removing the negativity that's attached to you.
Hmm.
So that one just does, if you're here for chakras, I want to clean all the chakras. So I'm going to give you a frequency that's going to help with every single one. Um, there
Hmm.
are ones out there like the 432 is your heart chakra. Again, I talked about that love frequency. So that's definitely a heart chakra. Your 440, is for the brain and third eye. So that's a direct third eye connection. And so there are certain frequencies that connect with certain chakras. But again, when a client comes in a general state, I give them something that's going to work for the entire body.
Hmm.
If they're coming in and they're just like, I don't know, I may just play you some tunes with like a beta wave in it that's going to help your mind kind of go into that meditative state. So that way, when I work the energy, it actually like deeply resonates with you instead of just kind of surface deep. And so it depends on what someone says to me, what they're looking for. If I get more information, sometimes people like to give a big background, and that helps me narrow it down even more on the sound or the tune and frequency I'll use.
So I'm writing these down. Um, do you know which one addresses the throat chakra? I know I'm getting very
Off the top
specific.
of my hand, no. Off the top of my head, no. Um, I can definitely
Yeah, we
get
could.
that for you
I'm
though.
sure we can
Yeah.
find it. Yeah, because I think I have some throat chakra issues, so I wanted to address that. Um,
Mm.
yeah, but there's so many of different frequencies. Um, how long does it take? Like you're doing a sound therapy session, be it
Mhm.
45 minutes, whatever it is. What amount of time do you need to get the most benefit? Like example, well, I got a half hour for lunch. I'm going to listen to 528. I want to address love within my life. I just want to feel a good vibration. I'm going to put that on there while I eat my lunch. Maybe I'm on my phone, blah, blah, blah. Um, is it a half hour that, is there a number or everybody's different? And how do you know that it's made an impact on you?
Um, so the research out there says approximately 10 to 20 minutes a day.
Huh?
So however you break that up,
Hmm.
that doesn't mean listen to it for 1 minute because you're not really getting anything. So a 5 minute session would be minimum of what you would really look for if you want the benefit of the sound.
Gotcha.
Um, and that's again in your personal life. So 5 minutes. And that's a quiet time where you give all of your attention to that music. You give all of your attention to the frequency. If you're doing it while doing other things, I would say just let it go in the background, kind of like you do when you work.
Yep.
Let it go and just continue to listen to it as it goes, as you go through your day to get the best impact from it.
Mm.
Um, but that 5 minutes, if you can dedicate 5 minutes of just deeply involving yourself in the meditative music, in the sound and the frequency, you would, it's said that you have a much better result. And I have seen better results in people that actually do focus the time and energy into working with their body and the frequencies.
And I would say the minimum, that 5 minute mark, because I'm far from the expert, but I would think that you want it to be to the point where you don't even know you're listening to it. Like I
Yes.
described before, where I don't even know that I'm doing it. And it's just a certain feeling. Like, and here's, I think, the biggest benefit of everything we're talking about here. When you listen to music, there's a syncopated beat, whether you know the song or not. Even if you listen to, I'll listen to songs from other countries. I don't even know what they're saying, but I'm getting something from it. What we're
Mhm.
describing here, and again, you can search it on Spotify, Apple, anywhere, YouTube. You don't know what's coming next, so it just kind of just gets into you. It's the best way to describe
Yes.
it. Um, and it's a different way of listening to music. It's
A
it
present way to listen. You're
yeah.
present in it instead of passively listening. Yeah.
It does something to you, and I can't describe it, but it's really cool.
It is.
Really
I
cool.
love using music. I love, and there's even, I love music. I love dancing in the house. I love finding the rhythm in my body, even though I'm off rhythm often. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel positive, and it changes your perspective. And
Mm,
so these beats that we discussed, those all have that benefit. And if
yeah.
you don't have the 30 minutes to go dancing or, takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes seems like a lot, but it's a very short time to help yourself be more positive, help yourself change the current directory of your life, career, relationship, whatever it may be. It's 5 minutes up to 20 minutes a day is what you need.
Yeah. And if you want to be very intentional, just reach out to you, do a sound healing session. So
Yes.
you're now you have a real goal, and there's nothing wrong with, searching out, 440 hertz, whatever it is. But now, true healing through you. How do we find you?
Best way is insightpsychics.com/Alisha, or you can text or call me and leave a voicemail at 256-469-8111.
Thank you for today and all of this insight and also validation, things I wondered about.
You're so welcome. Thank you for
Yeah,
having me.
so cool. I appreciate it. And we'll catch up next time. Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.